You try to make healthy choices. You buy the whole grain bread, the low-sodium soup, and the lean cuts of meat, carefully stocking your pantry with foods for a healthier life. But what if one of the most significant risks to your heart has been hiding in plain sight, right on your kitchen shelf? It's not some exotic ingredient. It's the cooking oil you use every single day, the one for sautéing vegetables, dressing salads, or baking. The wrong oil can quietly contribute to a problem that builds for years, completely unnoticed, until it's too late. Every year, strokes affect millions of people, and for many, the cause is linked to controllable factors. One of the most important is the slow buildup of plaque in the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This process silently narrows the vital pathways that carry blood to your brain. The good news is that a powerful solution doesn't require a complex prescription or an extreme diet. It can be as simple as making a switch in your kitchen. In this video, we'll reveal 5 specific oils that scientific research shows can strengthen your heart, improve your cholesterol, and significantly lower your stroke risk. Before we get to our list, it helps to understand what we're up against. What is a stroke and how does it relate to the health of your blood vessels? Think of your circulatory system as a vast network of highways. Your arteries are the main interstates, carrying oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the rest of your body, including your brain. Your brain needs a constant, steady supply of this blood to function. A stroke occurs when that supply line is interrupted. The most common type by far is an ischemic stroke, which accounts for the vast majority of cases. It happens when a blood vessel to the brain gets blocked, like a complete shutdown on a critical highway. Most often, the blockage is a blood clot that formed in arteries already narrowed by atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is the hardening and narrowing of arteries from a buildup of a sticky substance called plaque, a mix of fat, cholesterol, calcium, and other materials in your blood. This can happen silently for decades, with no symptoms at all, while your body's vital pathways become dangerously constricted. A key player in plaque formation is cholesterol. You've heard of good and bad cholesterol, but what does that really mean? Bad cholesterol is low-density lipoprotein, or LDL. When you have too much LDL, it can deposit its fatty contents into the walls of your arteries, starting the process of plaque formation. This is why doctors focus so much on high LDL levels. On the other hand, good cholesterol is high-density lipoprotein, or HDL. HDL acts like a cleanup crew. It travels through your bloodstream, collects excess cholesterol, and carries it back to the liver to be removed from the body. A high HDL level is protective because it helps keep arteries clear. The type of fat you eat directly impacts this balance. Unhealthy saturated and trans fats tend to raise bad LDL cholesterol, but healthy fats do the opposite. They can help lower dangerous LDL and sometimes even boost protective HDL. This is where our 5 oils come into play. By choosing the right oils, you're making a conscious decision to fight inflammation, improve your cholesterol, and protect the lining of your blood vessels. This simple dietary change is one of the most powerful tools you have for stroke prevention. Let's get to the list. First on our list is perhaps the most well-known champion of heart health, extra virgin olive oil. If you make only one change to your pantry, this could be the most impactful. For decades, researchers have been impressed by the low rates of heart disease in people who follow a traditional Mediterranean diet, where extra virgin olive oil is a cornerstone. This isn't just an observation. It's backed by robust scientific evidence. The landmark PREDIME trial, a long-term study in Spain, found that high-risk individuals on a Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil had a 30% lower risk of heart attack or stroke compared to those on a standard low-fat diet. Other large analyses have reinforced this, with one review showing that regular olive oil users had a 41% lower risk of stroke. What makes it so effective? It comes down to its healthy fat profile and potent antioxidants. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in a monounsaturated fat called oleic acid. Monounsaturated fats are nutritional heroes. They help lower the bad LDL cholesterol that clogs arteries while helping to maintain the good HDL cholesterol that cleans them out. What truly sets extra virgin olive oil apart, however, is its concentration of antioxidants called polyphenols. These compounds are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Inflammation can damage artery walls, allowing LDL cholesterol to start its destructive work. The polyphenols in EVO help reduce that inflammation, protecting your blood vessels. When you're shopping, the term extra virgin is key. It means the oil was extracted without high heat or chemicals, a process that preserves these delicate polyphenols. A good quality EVO will often have a peppery finish. That's the taste of the healthy compounds at work. Studies suggest the greatest benefits come from consuming about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons per day. You can easily use it in a salad dressing, drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or use it for light sautéing. By making extra virgin olive oil your go-to fat, you are enlisting a powerful ally in the fight against stroke. While olive oil is a cornerstone, it has one limitation: high heat cooking. That's where our second oil comes in as a fantastic and versatile alternative: avocado oil. If you love the heart-healthy profile of olive oil but need something for searing, roasting, or stir-frying, avocado oil is your answer. Unlike extra virgin olive oil, which can break down at high temperatures, avocado oil has a high smoke point, making it stable for high-heat cooking. Its composition is remarkably similar to olive oils. Avocado oil is packed with the same heart-protective monounsaturated fat, with oleic acid making up about 70% of its content. This is the fatty acid known for its ability to lower bad LDL cholesterol and support healthy blood vessels. Avocado oil is also a good source of antioxidants like carotenoids and vitamin E, which help fight oxidative stress, a process that damages cells, including those lining your arteries. This provides another layer of defense for your cardiovascular system. Some of the most exciting, though still early, research points toward benefits for blood pressure. Animal studies have found that avocado oil may help reduce blood pressure, with some results comparable to common medications. While more human trials are needed, the preliminary findings are very promising. When choosing avocado oil, look for unrefined, cold-pressed versions if possible. Like olive oil, this means the oil was extracted without high heat or chemicals, preserving more of its nutrients. Avocado oil's mild buttery flavor won't overpower your food. Use it for any high-heat cooking where you might have previously used a less healthy oil. By stocking both extra virgin olive oil for dressings and avocado oil for high-heat cooking, you create a dynamic duo that protects your heart from multiple angles. The third oil we're highlighting operates differently from the others. You won't be cooking with it, but it is the most potent plant source of a nutrient that is absolutely critical for heart and brain health: flaxseed oil. When people talk about omega-3s, they usually think of fatty fish. But another crucial type of omega-3 is alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, and flaxseed oil is the richest plant source available. Why is ALA so important for stroke prevention? First, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. A diet rich in ALA helps calm systemic inflammation, creating a better environment for your cardiovascular system. Studies show that a high intake of ALA is associated with lower levels of inflammatory markers in the blood. Second, ALA appears to have a positive effect on blood pressure, a major risk factor for stroke. And third, growing evidence suggests ALA may directly reduce stroke risk itself. One large Dutch study found that while ALA intake wasn't strongly linked to preventing heart attacks, it was significantly associated with a lower risk of stroke, pointing to a potentially unique protective effect on the brain's blood vessels. The most important thing to know about flaxseed oil is that it's extremely delicate. Heat and light easily damage its beneficial ALA. You should never cook with it. Heating it will not only destroy its benefits, but can also create harmful compounds. Flaxseed oil is for cold applications only. Add a tablespoon to a smoothie, drizzle it over a salad, or stir it into yogurt or oatmeal after cooking. It has a distinct nutty flavor. Always buy cold-pressed flaxseed oil in a dark, opaque bottle and keep it in the refrigerator. It's best to buy it in smaller quantities that you'll use within a few weeks to ensure it stays fresh. Next is an oil that's widely used yet often misunderstood. When chosen and used correctly, canola oil is an excellent, affordable, and versatile option for supporting cardiovascular health. Canola's reputation has sometimes been tied to rapeseed, but the modern canola plant was specifically bred to produce an oil low in harmful compounds and high in beneficial fats. Its health profile is quite impressive. Like olive and avocado oil, canola is a great source of monounsaturated fats that help lower LDL cholesterol. But it's also a good source of polyunsaturated fats, including a significant amount of the plant-based omega-3, ALA, the same compound that makes flaxseed oil so powerful. While not as concentrated as in flaxseed oil, this ALA gives canola an anti-inflammatory edge over many other common cooking oils. A key advantage of canola oil is its balanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, typically around 2:1, which is considered very healthy. Because modern diets are often overloaded with omega-6s and lacking in omega-3s, this balance is a significant benefit. With a neutral flavor and a relatively high smoke point, canola oil is incredibly versatile. It works well in baking, light sautéing, and marinades. When shopping, look for cold-pressed or expeller-pressed options. These are extracted mechanically rather than with chemical solvents, resulting in a less processed oil. As a practical and budget-friendly choice, canola oil provides both monounsaturated fats and plant-based omega-3s to support your heart health goals. Our final oil is one that may be surprising, as it's often at the center of debate. It's important to approach corn oil with nuance because its story has evolved with modern research. First, the established benefits. Corn oil is very rich in polyunsaturated fats, specifically an omega-6 fatty acid called linoleic acid. Numerous studies have confirmed that replacing sources of saturated fat, like butter and fatty meats, with polyunsaturated fats from oils like corn oil, leads to a significant reduction in bad LDL cholesterol. This cholesterol-lowering effect is a clear and well-documented benefit for preventing plaque buildup. Corn oil also contains phytosterols, which help block cholesterol absorption in the body. Now for the controversy. For years, a major debate surrounded corn oil due to its very high ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fats. The concern was that this imbalance could promote a pro-inflammatory state in the body. However, this is an area where the science has become much clearer. Recent large-scale studies and expert reviews have challenged this old assumption. The research now indicates that linoleic acid, the main omega-6 in corn oil, is not associated with increased inflammation when consumed as part of a typical diet. In fact, when used to replace saturated fats, higher intake of linoleic acid is consistently linked to a lower risk of heart disease and stroke. So what's the takeaway? The problem isn't corn oil itself, but rather a diet that is overwhelmingly high in processed foods and severely lacking in omega-3s from sources like fatty fish, walnuts, and flaxseed. If you use corn oil in moderation for high-heat cooking, especially as a replacement for butter or lard, you are likely getting a net cardiovascular benefit by lowering your saturated fat intake and LDL cholesterol. There you have it. 5 oils that can improve the health of your arteries and offer powerful protection against stroke. From the proven benefits of extra virgin olive oil and the high-heat versatility of avocado oil, to the unique omega-3 power of flaxseed oil and the balanced profile of canola, you have excellent options. Even corn oil, when understood in the context of modern research, can play a role in a heart-healthy diet by replacing saturated fats. Making a change in your kitchen pantry is about more than just cooking. It's about taking active control of your long-term health. The threat of stroke is real, but you are not powerless. By consciously choosing to cook with these heart-protective oils, you are making one of the most effective decisions you can for a long and healthy life. If you found this information valuable, please share this video with someone you care about. It's a simple act that could make a world of difference. Thank you for watching.